Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today we are playing again Noxus Dragon Control. The video is a little shorter today, unfortunately. Our modem went out, so I had to spend part of the day going to get a new modem and getting that set up, unfortunately. So two videos, two gameplays today is all we have, and it was kind of a repeat deck, so hopefully we have some new stuff for you guys tomorrow, although maybe not. I mean, it's been kind of a rough going ever since probably like the latest expansion, so just hasn't been a lot of new creative ideas, especially in the community. Just everyone's been kind of stuck on the Azir Irelia and the TLC and things like that. So hopefully we can find some interesting stuff. But in the meantime, um, we're just hoping that the next expansion is going to bring some decent champion changes, as well as new champions to shake up the meta just a little bit. It's definitely stale. All right, Noxus Dragon Control. In case you guys have forgotten, this is a LeBlanc Shyvana deck that I've been running. I actually have really good success with this against Azir Irelia. I'll go into a little bit more detail in the video itself after one of the games, but it just seems like the combat strikes that are available to Noxus and Demacia really help controlling Azir Irelia and all of their attackers and stuff like that. So anyway, what we have here, we have a somewhat dragon deck, I'll say. We've got a full set of Screeching Dragon, we've got Shyvana, we've got Egghead Researcher. Those are kind of our dragon cards. It's really pretty easy to level up Shyvana in this deck because of the combat strikes that we have. Concerted Strike, Bloody Business, Whirling Death, Cataclysm even, Single Combat. Just got a lot of ways to level her up. She's creating Strafing Strikes once she levels up, which provides even more control and combat tricks, and really, it's hard for the opponent to put down cards, especially in Azir Irelia, because putting them down initially, they are quite weak. And so as soon as they put them down, you can just use a Strafing Strike to take them out. Alright, so other cards in this deck, other notable cards, we've got Dragon Chow and Thrashing Snapper for our early game, Trifarian Glory Seeker and LeBlanc, and then I think that's all the units. So we have one of the Thorn of the Rose, just another 5-cost card for or 5 attack damage card coming out on turn 3 if I don't have LeBlanc, so decided to attack with one Thorn of the Rose, and we get, a Guile, which can come in handy as well. One downside to this deck that I do need to note, it's kind of counterintuitive, I guess, to being good against Azir Irelia, is the Thrashing Snapper and Trifarian Glory Seeker. Well, one, the Trifarian Glory Seeker can't attack or defend at all, and even if it could, it's only got 1 health, and the Thrashing Snapper only has 1 health, so it only gets 1 block and 2 blades and the Sand Soldiers. But even so, I still seem to have a pretty good win rate against that deck, and I don't think I've lost yet. Our card draw in this deck is coming from Whispered Words. It's pretty easy to get Reputation procs, not hard at all. Usually by mid-game this should be activated. And then at the very worst, it's a 4-cost draw 2, so not too bad. Yeah, anyway, I have a fun time playing this deck. I really like dragon decks, and this Noxus Demacia matchup is kind of offbeat and a little bit, and just kind of unexpected, I guess. Your enemies should find it a little bit off-putting, a little bit hard to react to, and knowing exactly what we have in it. So anyway, there we go. If you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Alright, we're going against the dragon deck ourselves. Aurelian Soul, Shyvana, no Zoe. Demacia Targon. Pink support. You know what? I'm kind of in the mood to keep everything here. I think having a combat strike for his Shyvana when it comes out is great. We don't have a dragon to play after Dragon Chow, though. Maybe we won't have to play anything at all if they don't finalize their cards. Alright, we're passing. I don't really want to play Dragon Chow yet. See what he ends up having. So he's got his own. I think that's fine. I think I would rather hold on to the mana.
I'm something of an aspiring trichologist.
We will play Thrashing Snapper here. And probably Sharp Sight.
specimen.
Do I want to? I actually think we might. Nah, we're gonna hold on. I want it to protect Shyvana with, or the LeBlanc with. We're gonna play LeBlanc this round.
History forgets, but the Black Rose remembers. Shroud the world in wings!
Not the
We'll
egg.
attack with both of these. And we may take out the Herald of Dragons here too.
Come back later.
This is nice. Gotta make sure to do this. Don't get the level up, unfortunately. He would have if he'd have blocked the Thrashing Snapper. We want to make sure that he doesn't get extra value.
We wear red to honor the fallen.
See if he's got single combat. He's forced to use the yeah, he's forced to use it that way. I think that's fine. Because he would have killed her anyway, so. Just a little upset that we haven't pulled the dragon yet. There he is. Okay. We open attack here. See if he's got a crashing. Man. It's like one round too late, you know? The problem with playing these is that he can just pick them off, but I think I have to. It sucks. You just open attack and pick them off, unfortunately. Unless he decides to develop, but whatever. Sucks. What can you do though?
Ask me about dragons, I just may have an answer.
That's weird. Why? I don't get that. Why? Why do that? Doesn't make sense to me. It's kind of whatever though. Alright, let's go ahead and open attack on this egghead researcher here. Yeah, it sucks that he had a dragon and we didn't. That early on, I think it was just from his egghead researcher, to be honest. More than likely.
Our time is nigh.
I think we go like this because we can actually combat a single single combat here if he has it. Yeah. And we're gonna go like this too. Just take out both of these units. I don't think that he has it. I think he would have used it. Nice. That was, I think, a mistake on his part for putting that out. He's got a dragon in here.
Aspiring trichologist.
That's not the one I want to see.
I'm glad for your help. There's much to learn in the field.
You seem like you've got a lot to learn.
To arms!
put out Thorn of the Rose. He's using these all in really strange spots here. Well, we gotta open attack on this Dragon Chow now, unfortunately. Ugh. Darn it. Yeah, we have to open attack on this guy now.
I'll follow where I can.
This is less important, but mildly so.
Don't let them through.
Just because
Not the egg.
he probably has Aurelian Soul coming out. I'll have to use the Guile on it.
She spoke, and the galaxies listened.
Yeah, we are not messing with that, friend. We are not messing with that. Yeah. Alright. Out-controlled the dragon deck with our combat strikes. I'm actually surprised he didn't have Aurelian Soul there. That seemed like Aurelian Soul to me, but I guess he thought he could sneak out a win with the Infinite Mind Splitter at the end there. I'd be kind of interested to see what his other cards were in hand. Alright, we're going against Azir Irelia. Diving Coach. A really, really solid opening hand here. I really couldn't ask for anything else. Like, this is really, really nice. So the only thing I really need now are combat strikes. So I need to find, potentially, if I could find, like a single combat, that'd be great. Double Thrashing Snapper probably isn't gonna cut it. Do we kill this?
Let's move.
We might. Start with second Dragon Chow here. This is in case he's got like a Blade Dance unit. We actually can play Thrashing Snapper, but I think I'm actually going to hold on to. I've got Whirling Death, so this 3 mana actually makes a lot of sense to hold on to. Okay, we got Concerted Strike. Single combat would have been just a little better.
The dragon's yield roars to get out.
But we wanted to play 2 more mana.
I dance not to forget, but to remember.
That ought to do it, actually. That should do it.
A line around me.
Sand and blood.
Come, face me.
He has to recall. I guess he could have Nopify, but they don't normally run it, so I mean, I can't play around every single card that he could possibly have. That's just the way it is. Either way, he's probably going to have to protect his unit, so I should level up Shyvana here.
Do not test my patience.
This is a pretty good tempo swing for me. He just lets it go. So he probably has a recall there. Some sort of recall, retreat, or the other one, the other Blade Dance recall. But he doesn't want to use it. I guess he could be Shape Stone, but no, he would have used it if he had it, so... A little bit of a gamble there that he didn't have it, so I'm fine with this. We still have Concerted Strike as well, and we have a decent open attack. He shouldn't be able to develop anything here. We're going to be able to get 10 damage on him, or 11. Okay. 11 damage. Time like these, I kind of wish I ran this is really pretty good, actually. Because this probably prevents him from putting out Azir or any other champion or any other unit that he has.
I hate having to put my face on.
Men die, but
There it
your
is.
will lives forever.
It's fine. What is he at? 9 of 10. We can still kill him. Alright, so... Notify. We obviously have to use this right now. I even got enough for single combat here. I don't think there's anything he can do. He can't notify this. He can't deny this. He can recall his unit, and as soon as he does, I mean, he can't replay though. Just let it go. I have absolutely no reason to kill this Azir. He cannot replay it. Now what? Empty board. I've got Sharp Sight in case he decides to use a Homecoming. He could still use Homecoming on the Emperor's Dais. If he really wanted to.
I am everywhere. I am everyone.
And I think we've got this guy controlled pretty well now. Yeah, Thrashing Snapper coming out. Basically guaranteed the win. There we go. Alright, I would actually almost suggest that this deck is better at countering than kind of the Zoe Aurelian Soul Shyvana thing that people try to make. And the reason why I mean, okay, so there are ways that you could tech a little bit better with this deck, but for the most part, we have more combat strikes than Demacia Targon with Noxus, so we've got more ways to interact in attacks, like with Whirling Death and Bloody Business. The 1 health units are a little bit of an issue, but like I said, you could tech for that. But I think the combat strikes in general just make this a little bit more efficient in this matchup. I haven't lost one yet, and maybe I'm just drawing lucky, but it just seems like it's a little bit better suited to actually, you know, control them and stop them from attacking a whole lot.